Findings in a cold case in Yakima from over 40 years ago. How investigators were able to ID a body that was found in 1986.
A popular aquatic center forced to close. An eyewitness telling us someone nearly drowned. We'll tell you how long the closure will last.
And hope for Camp Hope, how Yakima's shelter is one step closer to breaking ground on a new center.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jill Sperling. It is Thursday, June 20th.
First day of summer. Well, I guess it officially starts at 1:51 p.m. today. That's what meteorologist Tiffany Savona told me. So she knows everything, and she knows how our temperatures are looking this morning. So Tiffany, what's going on outside?
Well, it's not quite as cool as yesterday. That's what we're dealing with right now. No, I do not know everything, but thanks. You two are too nice. Summer officially begins, like you mentioned, 1:51. The average high, 84 degrees. We're going to be much warmer than that. Average low, 53. And today will be the longest day as far as daylight hours go. We're seeing 15 hours and 47 minutes of daylight, and that will start decreasing by a couple of seconds tomorrow and then several minutes as we go through the rest of the year. Right now, out of our Dust Devils Skycam in Pasco, we do have partly cloudy skies. It's a beautiful start to your Thursday once again. Our temperatures in the middle 50s, 56 in the Tri-Cities, 57 Walla Walla, 54 in Prosser, 53 in Yakima and Hermiston at 55 degrees. Kids are out, pools are open. Kids are out from school is what I should have said. And the pool is looking pretty inviting today. One way to beat the heat. High temperatures in the lower 90s for Tri-Cities. 3 o'clock, 90 degrees. UV index is going to be high. So if you're going to be by a pool or another body of water, be sure to put on the sunscreen, at least SPF 30 or higher, and reapply at least every 2 hours. We have a full moon tomorrow night, but you should be able to see it tonight. We'll talk more about that and have your 7-day coming up. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. The Benton County Coroner's Office recently announced authorities used DNA to confirm that a 1986 Jane Doe found dead in the river was actually a woman who disappeared out of Yakima 3 years earlier.
Investigators say Patricia K. Rodriguez was just 33 years old when she disappeared from Yakima without a trace, leaving 4 children behind. Patricia was reported missing on February 6, 1983. She was last seen at a Yakima restaurant where her car was found. The case went cold after a year.
YPD got one update in 2008 with familial DNA. The Benton County Sheriff's Office found partial human remains in the Columbia River near the Blue Bridge in 1986, 3 years after Patricia's disappearance, but they were unable to identify her. She was buried in Rest Haven Cemetery as a Jane Doe until last fall, when the coroner exhumed her body and had the remains tested against familial DNA, getting a positive ID for Patricia.
We appreciate Benton County Sheriff's Office, their hard work on this, and then bringing, at least some sort of closure to at least recovering, Patricia.
Investigators still don't know how Patricia died, and they're still searching for answers. If your loved one goes missing, there is no wait period, and you can report it immediately. What authorities need most is when and where they were last seen, and also who they were with.
Today is the first day of summer, and with the weather warming up, more kids are swimming.
But one popular aquatic center in Pasco was forced to close and review its safety protocols. Our very own Austin Reed spoke to an eyewitness who says a girl almost drowned earlier this week.
When I got there, there was a girl that was unresponsive on the deck, and her feet were still in the water and was being tended to by lifeguards.
On Wednesday morning, swimmers who wanted to hit up Memorial Park Aquatic Center were surprised to see these closed signs. It's all because a young swimmer almost drowned at the pool on Tuesday of this week.
I know for the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years, that we've gone there just to enjoy the slides and stuff. Every time I'm there, I'm like, something's not right.
An ambulance was called and the preteen was treated. Her condition is unknown at this time. Kara Pazin is a Pasco mom and former lifeguard. Her teenage daughter is currently a lifeguard. They were at the pool and witnessed the entire ordeal.
So to start with, they hadn't called a general emergency. So when a guard goes in the water, they blow the whistle 3 times. That means you're just going in to get someone out. If someone is underwater on the bottom of the pool, it's a passive victim, meaning you now blow your whistle 4 times, alerting that you're going in the water, but you've sounded a general emergency as well. At that point, the emergency plan should go into place immediately. When I got there, nothing was stopped. Swimming lessons were still going, guards were on the deck. Nothing had stopped. It was as if nothing had occurred at all.
Memorial Aquatic Park officials say they are now reviewing safety protocols. According to the signs placed outside, the pause ensures that the facilities continue to meet safety standards for all participants. However, the Pasco mom and former lifeguard told me that something needs to change, and it needs to happen fast.
Up until I see that there have been significant changes, I will not be back at the pool, and I pulled my nephew out of his swimming lessons. I will not go back to the pool. There are very serious systemic issues.
As of now, the closure is set to last through Friday.
And a worldwide event aimed to raise awareness about the importance of teaching kids to swim takes place today. People will learn basic water safety skills at the one-day event that's being held at hundreds of aquatic facilities worldwide. And according to the CDC, drowning is the single leading cause of death in children ages 1 to 4. Research shows that formal swimming lessons can reduce the risk of drowning by up to 88% among children in that age group.
The Washington State Patrol is investigating a fatal crash that happened yesterday morning in College Place. The crash happened at the intersection of Southeast Commercial Drive and State Route 125. It involved 2 vehicles.
According to Washington State Patrol, a 45-year-old man from Dixie, Washington, was driving northbound on State Route 125 when he crossed into the southbound lane and crashed head-on into an SUV. The SUV was being driven by 23-year-old Alexis De La Torre from Walla Walla. Authorities say he died at the scene.
The southbound lanes of 125 were shut down for several hours so authorities could investigate. Adam Hudson, who sent us this video, says the intersection has been a problem before.
Turning in towards the Honda dealership, a lot of people don't look at other people's brake lights. I can only assume what happened.
At this time, charges are pending against the driver of the truck.
Camp Hope in Yakima is one step closer to breaking ground on an on-site behavioral health center, and this comes after a recent decision by the city. Yakima City Council voted unanimously to approve a new lease for Camp Hope. And Camp Hope has partnered with Comprehensive Healthcare to build the new center and also increase capacity at the shelter by using repurposed shipping containers.
Director Mike Kay says the new lease is for 2 years, but it can be renewed 6 times for a total of 12 years.
That just gives us that little peace of mind that our partnership's going to be there for a while, and they're happy with the work that we've done for the community.
Kay says if all goes as planned, they should have the center up and running by December. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, sometimes the best thing for a teenager that's experiencing a crisis is to talk to another teenager.
We look at a Washington organization that's looking to provide just that, and that's coming up in your health headlines.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Austria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. I never thought I'd say this, but Friday, June 21st, the first 500 fans will receive Eric the Peanut Guy replica socks. Come rock your socks off! It's also Family Feast Night with $2 hot dogs, soft drinks, and more, both thanks to Gisa Credit Union. Saturday the 22nd, we'll have a post-game fireworks show thanks to Columbia Basin Hearing Center. Visit the official ticket site at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Talk about fireworks. Check out these offers during the 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup. And check out the Factory Direct Summit. Now only $299.99. Purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 gift. Or score 5 years no interest financing and free shipping. It's the 4th of July sale. On now at Denver Mattress.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back. In your health headlines, if a teenager is in crisis or simply needs someone to talk to, sometimes there's no one better than another teen. A peer-to-peer support line in Seattle is offering that exact resource, helping kids in crisis with professionals standing by.
Molly Shen has a story.
Hi, thanks for calling TeenLink. My name's Stella. What's your name?
Stella Rubel just graduated from Ballard High School, but she hasn't forgotten her elementary school days when she says she struggled with her mental health and needed professional help.
And I learned from my parents that it was really difficult to even get into places to see a therapist. So I wanted to take part in being part of this resource where anybody can get this resource for free.
Stella is now a volunteer at TeenLink, an anonymous peer-to-peer resource line. Most teens reach out via text or chat about bullying, substance use, stress, and sometimes suicide.
What are we seeing happening over here?
Yeah, so what's going on over there is we do have a chatter right now who is reporting some suicidal ideation. So we have our two mentors who are here tonight over next to the volunteer, making sure that not only the person on the other end of the line is okay, but also that our volunteer is okay.
If the volunteer and mentor feel the teen reaching out isn't safe, they'll connect them with a professional. But initially, another teen might be the most comfortable person to talk to.
Especially with even text lingo, things little small things like what abbreviations people use, or what maybe we'll start talking about coping mechanisms, and somebody really likes this new show and we know about it, and so we can kind of talk with them about it.
TeenLink says just 10% of their conversations are about suicide. Most often, chatters just need a friendly ear.
I think one of the things that's so important about our line is that we can hold space and hear and just be a space to listen and empathize with people.
There's a motto here that no problem is too big or too small. Whatever the issue, volunteers work to make a meaningful connection.
I think I feel satisfied, sometimes stressed. It depends on how the night goes, but I definitely feel like I have hopefully made a difference for someone.
People of all ages can get help 24/7 through the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling or texting 988.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, astronomers are potentially witnessing something that's never been seen before. Back in 2019, they noticed a sudden spike in brightness in what they call an unremarkable area. We have what scientists think it is.
First up, here on Earth, meteorologist Tiffany Savona lets us know how our weather is looking. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
choice student checking. Open yours today at any Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
Pasco's Grand Ole 4th of July celebration begins Saturday morning, June 29th at 8 a.m. with the Family Bike Ride. July 4th Thursday fun begins at Memorial Park with the Kiwanis Breakfast at 7 and the Grand Ole 4th of July Parade at 10. The Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1, and the free Grand Ole 4th of July Fireworks Show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
It's the best time to visit More Furniture. Join us for our July 4th truckload event. Truckloads of our top-tier product at factory direct prices, in stock and available for delivery. Get this elegant 4-piece bedroom set, including queen panel bed, 9-drawer dresser, mirror and nightstand, all in beautiful vintage cream for only $14.95. For a more contemporary look, get this 4-piece bedroom set in gray with panel bed featuring 4 storage drawers, dresser, mirror, and nightstand, still only $14.95. Hurry into your local showroom today.
All summer long, turn to Apple Valley News Now for the best sports from ABC. Summer sports on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Meet Ann Carlson, a Stacey Lee fan.
Stacey is professional, and I like that. I'm in Hermiston. We don't have a local weather station. You know, your station and Stacey seem to cover our area.
First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee. Apple Valley News Now on your side.
Don't walk, run, as Live with Kelly and Mark are Emmy winners for Best Daytime Talk Series host. Next live, John Stamos plus Heidi Gardner.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back, everyone. It is a warmer start than what it was at this time yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, we actually tied the record low for yesterday's date in the Tri-Cities. We got down to 42 degrees, the old record set in 2001. So if you thought yesterday was chilly, well, it certainly was, and it was cold enough to tie that record in the Tri-Cities. Now, temperatures are running anywhere from 5 to about 11 degrees warmer than where we were 24 hours ago, and that puts us in the 50s. We have widespread 50s across the board. Our winds are out of the north, anywhere between 5 and about 15 miles per hour, and that'll be the range throughout the day today. We are starting off with some mid and high level clouds this morning, but we will see plenty of sunshine today. We'll call it a mix of sun and clouds, as some more clouds could build in during the afternoon. Temperatures will be climbing into the lower 90s, at least in the Columbia Basin. We hit 90 yesterday in the Tri-Cities, and we're going to do it all over again today. 92, in fact, in Tri-Cities, 92 in Hermiston, 90 in Prosser, 91 at Hanford, close to 90 in the Yakima Valley, 88 degrees in Yakima, and 88 degrees in Walla Walla, 87 in Dayton. If you're headed to the Dust Devils game this evening, first pitch is at 7:05. It's certainly going to be a hot one. Winds out of the north 5 to 15 throughout the game, 89 at the first pitch, and then dropping slowly through the 80s. So make sure you have the sunglasses ready to go with temperatures down into the middle 70s. Pretty comfortable as you're heading home. Let's talk about this month's full moon, because it will be exactly full tomorrow evening, and June's full moon is called the Strawberry Moon. Now, it's still going to appear full tonight, so check it out. The moon will rise at 8:20, so you need to look outside after that time. It'll be pretty low on the horizon. It's actually going to appear a bit bigger since it is so low on the horizon, and there may be a little tinge of orangish glow to it. Tonight, we do see mainly clear skies. Temperatures drop back down into the 50s, so a very similar morning tomorrow. And then by tomorrow afternoon, temperatures continue to go up. We're going to bump it to 94 in the Tri-Cities, 94 in Hermiston, 90 Walla Walla now, 92 in Yakima, and 93 degrees in Toppenish. So if you want to do anything strenuous, plan it for the early morning hours or the early evening hours, and try to avoid 10 to 4 being outside, especially with the young kiddos. 7-day forecast showing that Saturday we warm it up even more, 98 degrees. not Saturday, Sunday rather. Sorry about that. We have a cold front moving in. That's going to bring us some gusty winds. That'll also bring some drier air back into the region, drop humidity levels. So that means that the fire danger will likely be increasing Sunday. We'll be on the lookout for that. And then we see more mid-80s Monday before we rise back in the 90s by early next week. Same story for Yakima, 88 today, 90s return tomorrow. 88 today in Walla Walla for the first day of summer, 90 tomorrow, 94 Saturday, and then we turn breezy on Sunday as that cold front moves through. And it's really not going to cool us down. It'll drop us a few degrees into the lower 80s Monday before we heat back up. Hermiston, 92 today for the first day of summer, 94 tomorrow, 98 on Saturday, but then we drop it a good 10 degrees Sunday. There will be windy conditions, so the fire danger increasing across the region on Sunday. Jessica, Joe, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Well, astronomers may be witnessing something that has never been seen before, and that is a supermassive black hole roaring back to life.
In late 2019, astronomers noticed a sudden spike in brightness in an otherwise unremarkable galaxy located 300 million light years away from Earth. The team then compared old data from NASA with more recent observations by telescopes. They found the galaxy has grown even brighter, emitting more visible and infrared light in recent years. It even started to emit X-rays beginning in February.
The study co-author says the phenomenon they are witnessing may be a supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy beginning to show activity. It would mark the first time such an event has been observed in real time. The study findings have been accepted for publication in the journal Astronomy and Astrophysics.
I love stories like this.
So fascinating, but I really find them so mysterious. I don't know anything about black holes.
I don't think most people do. I think they're just starting to study it. It's fascinating. I hope we find out more soon enough.
Yeah, definitely. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, it's something you don't see every day. WSP pulled over a man who had been using a dummy, as in a fake human, to drive in the carpool lane.
And this dummy is pretty convincing. We'll show you that picture when we come back.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. All from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens.
They are lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry. You've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. I never thought I'd say this, but Friday, June 21st, the first 500 fans will receive Eric the Peanut Guy replica socks. Come rock your socks off! It's also Family Feast Night with $2 hot dogs, soft drinks, and more, both thanks to Gisa Credit Union. Saturday the 22nd, we'll have a post-game fireworks show thanks to Columbia Basin Hearing Center. Visit the official ticket site at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998. Open 7 days a week.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. So check this out. This next story is something you don't see every day.
Well, if you've ever driven in Seattle during rush hour, it's possible you've seen it happen. This passenger is a dummy, as in not a human. Washington State Patrol recently pulled this vehicle over on southbound 405 near I-90 over in the greater Seattle area.
WSP says the driver claimed he had been using the dummy for a long time because of his frustrations with carpooling. I think that's something we can all relate to. And this is giving me some ideas.
Do you think you need that here, though?
No, I just want one for fun, just to have a buddy to talk to. No, I wouldn't do that. But he's a smarty for using that dummy. I had to use that
until you get
joke.
pulled over. That's the only thing.
I know. Well, it gives the officers a good laugh.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a good chuckle out of that one.
Well, summer is finally here. So this year's summer solstice is at 4:50 p.m. Eastern Time, which is about 1:51 p.m. our time.
That's the moment the sun reaches its highest point in the sky in the entire year. Now, this is the earliest solstice since June 20th, 1796. Summer is here earlier than usual because 2024 is a leap year. Most years, the summer solstice happens on June 21st, and that's what I always remember it being. It's June 21st is the start of summer, but I've learned in recent years that that's not always the case.
I didn't even know that. I just look it up on Google every single year, like when's the first day of summer, when's the first day of fall.
Yeah, and now we can ask Tiffany because she knows everything.
I know. Yeah, I got her on speed dial.
Well, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, an exclusive update on the controversial Horse Heaven Hills wind farm proposal. That's what the project manager for Scout Clean Energy had to say regarding concerns from the community.
And the Tri-Cities Airport is adding more flight routes, and it's a popular destination for many local residents. We tell you where exactly in just a few minutes.
Bye, Mom. Soccer is my life. I've been playing for as long as I can remember. Scoring goals, hanging with my friends, my travels, it's really fun. Before hitting the field, there's this tradition I have, grabbing snacks. Pre-game feel, you know? Whether it's gearing up for an away game or it's a quick stop, my Hapo debit card is always with me. Just like my teammates trust me on the field, my mom trusts me to make smart choices off the field. Where do you, credit union?
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture. You're invited to beat the crowds and take advantage of the huge savings available for every room in your home. Get ready to celebrate summer entertaining, family gatherings, and much more, all at our lowest prices. Visit your local showroom to work directly with a furniture expert and create the look you want. Or pre-shop all sales specials online at morefurniture.com.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our 4th of July celebration and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. Take home this LG refrigerator for just $16.99 after a $100 mail-in rebate. This LG not only boasts a smart cooling system that adapts to maintain optimal temperatures, but also features a spacious, customizable layout, perfect for any family size. We sell appliances. Only appliances.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens,
They're lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry, you've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. I never thought I'd say this, but Friday, June 21st, the first 500 fans will receive Eric the Peanut Guy replica socks. Come rock your socks off. The It's also Family Feast Night with $2 hot dogs, soft drinks, and more, both thanks to Gisa Credit Union. Saturday the 22nd, we'll have a post-game fireworks show thanks to Columbia Basin Hearing Center. Visit the official ticket site at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the Tri-Cities Airport announces more flight routes will be starting. We have where these will be flying and when they start.
An update on the controversial Horse Heaven Hills wind farm proposal, the exclusive you'll only find here.
Pasco is one step closer to building a new aquatic center, when they believe it will be ready by.
Also, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Thursday, June 20th, and this afternoon marks the first day of summer.
Summer is officially here. We can feel it outside because driving in, it was warmer than usual. It was cold yesterday morning when we were coming in, and now it was like 70 degrees. I think so. We'll check in with our expert meteorologist, Tiffany Savona, to see what those temperatures are now. Tiffany, how's it looking?
You know, temperatures are in the 50s now, but like you said, it was cold yesterday. We actually tied the record low in the Tri-Cities. We got down to 42. But today, it's the first day of summer. Happy summer to everyone. You may want to think about maybe getting the kids a treat, maybe an ice cream later on this afternoon, because it's certainly going to be hot enough for that. So summer officially begins at 1:51. That's when the sun will reach the most northern part in the sky. The average high, 84 degrees. We're going to be well above that today. And today will be the longest day as far as daylight hours are concerned. 15 hours, 47 minutes of daylight here across the Columbia Basin, and that will start to decrease starting tomorrow. Temperatures right now in the 50s. It certainly feels a lot warmer compared to yesterday morning. 56 in the Tri-Cities, 57 in Walla Walla, 55 in Hermiston, and 58 in Toppenish. Yakima checking in at 53 right now. Here's how your day is stacking up. Temperatures will climb into the 60s by 8, lower 80s by noon, 88 degrees in Yakima for a high. Tri-Cities mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures climbing to 92 today. And Walla Walla will see a mix of sun and clouds as well with highs in the upper 80s. The drought monitor just came out a little bit ago. We'll let you know if it changed from last week. And we'll also have more on this month's full moon, which is full tomorrow, coming up in a bit. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. This morning, we continue our series on the battle for the Horse Heaven Hills as state advisors are reconsidering a proposal to build a huge wind farm in Benton County.
The State Energy Facilities Site Evaluation Council, or FSEC, approved a much smaller version of the proposal. But as Alyssa Warner tells us, Washington Governor Jay Inslee ordered them to take another look and try to find a way to approve the original version of the project.
On April 29th, FSEC sent a recommendation to the governor saying he should approve a significantly scaled-back version of Scout Clean Energy's Horse Heaven wind farm proposal. On May 20th, Scout asked them to reconsider, saying FSEC's recommendation, quote, imposes novel, unscientific siting restrictions that gut the project's generation capacity, likely rendering the project non-viable. Adding, quote, these restrictions so change the project from its original proposal that the version approved would not and did not even qualify as a reasonable alternative. 5 days later, Governor Inslee ordered FSEC to reconsider its recommendation, saying, quote, the outright prohibition of turbine locations should be replaced with mitigation in the form of operational conditions that allow for build-out of the vast majority of the proposed project, end quote. Basically saying that FSEC should set rules for how and when to build the turbines rather than blocking them entirely. While we're waiting on the results of FSEC's review, I took some of your concerns to Scout Clean Energy. Project manager Dave Kobus tells me he started his career in nuclear, but made the switch to wind energy decades ago. Kobus says the Nine Canyon Wind Project is an example of what can be achieved given approval.
At the time it was certified to international standards for a 20-year design life, but that just means that's what it was designed to last. It can last longer. They've never had to replace a blade. In fact, they've never even had to do blade repairs.
Now, there's only so much that can be done about the visual impact of the wind turbines because pilots have to be able to see them, and Kobus says they have to be placed in areas that have the windiest conditions.
The air has to accelerate to get over this ridgeline, and that peak of acceleration is where you want to put the turbines. So that's why the turbines just can't be put anywhere. They have to be put where that resource intensifies to get that commercial scale type of production.
He says the Horseheaven Hills are a perfect spot because of weather patterns in the Columbia River Gorge. And there is a need for energy in our area as more people, more electric cars, and more industry moves into the region.
Loads are growing in the area. The green fertilizer plant that's being planned in North Richland, in order to get the incentives that they're seeking to lower their cost of production, they need green energy as a resource. The power that's needed is almost double what the city of Richland normally supplies and what resource they normally have.
Would we damage the environment by spending resources to build wind turbines? Kobus says the technology is improving all the time, with a focus on recycling the machinery when it is no longer needed.
The only part of the turbine that is more difficult to recycle are the blades. But now there's companies, in fact, like General Electric, who's potential supplier for our turbines, has agreements with recycling firms, and the intent is to be able to recycle the blades in the future to things like concrete fillers.
Right now, turbine blades are put into landfills when they're too old to use. Kobus says they're not dangerous for the environment, just taking up space.
And Benton County has taken steps to protect the Horseheaven Hills from development in general, ensuring that urban sprawl won't reach that far. The Tri-Cities Airport is announcing more options for flights down to California will soon be a reality.
Airport officials announced new direct service to Burbank, California. Starting in September, Avelo Airlines will expand their service to Hollywood Burbank Airport from twice a week to 4 times a week. And you can book your tickets now at aveloair.com. The city of Pasco is taking another step towards building a new aquatic center. The city says it's narrowing down the search for a location to the Broadmoor area, where we're already seeing a lot of growth.
Voters approved a sales and use tax to help fund the aquatic center. The city is hoping to break ground on the project later this year and have it ready to use in early 2026.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Tri-City Dust Devils played against the Vancouver Canadians last night, but there was something extra special about this game.
Riley Fitzgerald tells us why this one was so special. She joins us live in studio when we come back.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
My name is Michael McDonnell. I am a stomach doctor or a gastroenterologist. I'm also a hepatologist, so I do the liver and then the gut and the pancreas. The colonoscopy is something that we do on a daily basis. We think it's very simple, it's very straightforward, and once you're done, you're going to say, oh, that was no big deal. We find early colon cancer. It's curable. It's easily curable, and I mean really curable.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Celebrate Independence Day the Tri-Cities way. The River of Fire Festival is back Thursday, July 4th. It's a blast with something for everyone. Free admission and free parking. Kids Zone, Food Truck Alley, plus live music on 2 stages. Park entrance closes at 9 p.m. and the legendary River of Fire fireworks show starts at 10. The River of Fire, presented by Giza Credit Union and these sponsors. The annual River of Fire 2024, Thursday, July 4th.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, I can't do this alone. And we said, that's okay, we'll figure it out together. If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
Meet Apple Valley News Now viewer Ann Carlson of Hermiston.
We've really enjoyed your station. Apple Valley News Now has been able to cover some of the Hermiston events. Not a lot of spin on the news and good weather reporting.
Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Don't walk, run, as Live with Kelly and Mark are Emmy winners for Best Daytime Talk Series host. Next live, John Stamos plus Heidi Gardner.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The Tri-City Dust Devils played against the Vancouver Canadians last night in the first of a series of games this weekend, but there was a special reason to get out for that first game.
Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now in studio. Good morning, Riley. So what was the special reason at Giza Stadium last night?
Well, good morning, you two. Last night was Senior Night at Giza Stadium. Senior Night honors those in the community, celebrates their achievements, and recognizes the importance of supporting their health with access to meals, healthcare, and community support, while also addressing that hunger and food insecurity continues to disproportionately impact seniors in our community. There were representatives from a handful of agencies last night, including Senior Benefits Solutions, Providence Health Plan, and the Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels. At the game last night, I talked with Stephanie Ko with Providence Health Plan. She says the best thing you can do is call your local agent and ask those questions.
They can help you enroll for a low-income subsidy, which helps you with your prescription drug coverage. They can help you read your letters if you don't understand what's happening with your Medicare coverage. They can even talk to your doctor and help you navigate that whole insurance healthcare world, which isn't always the most intuitive and can be very confusing.
And Stephen Davis is a director with the Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels. He says Meals on Wheels served around 250,000 meals last year, but that was just a fraction of the senior population in the Tri-Cities. Davis also says it's not just about the food service, it's also about combating potential loneliness faced by senior citizens.
Yeah, we really want them to understand that we're here. We're passionate about our mission of taking away food insecurity from seniors and really combating that loneliness that a lot of seniors have right now, especially generationally, where more and more of the world's going digitally and they're isolated and not having the experience that a lot of us have day to day in using that technology.
The representatives at the event spoke about reaching a bigger demographic than they may have. The Dust Devils play tonight at 7:05 at Giza Stadium against the Vancouver Canadians. And last night, the Canadians took the win over the Dust Devils. I will send it back to you two at the desk.
Thank you, Riley. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, summer officially starts today, but most parts of the country have already seen record-breaking temperatures. When we come back, we look at high temperatures and how they can affect your electric car and how you can combat that.
But first, our area has been heating up also, so meteorologist Tiffany Savona will let us know how temperatures are faring locally. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I am in.
I'm in. I'm in too.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm up on the cloud, ain't coming back down.
First you hear it, then you feel it. That's the crunchy, melt-in-your-mouth feeling of rich toasted chips.
A good feeling.
Nutrish Whole Health Blend for happy, healthy dogs.
Oh, I'm a stick made out of stick.
Nutrish Whole Health Blend for balanced energy, active mind, and immune support. helping dogs dog healthy.
All summer long, turn to Apple Valley News Now for the best sports from ABC. Summer sports on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture. You're invited to beat the crowds and take advantage of the huge savings available for every room in your home. Get ready to celebrate summer entertaining, family gatherings, and much more, all at our lowest prices. Visit your local showroom to work directly with a furniture expert and create the look you want. Or pre-shop all sales specials online at morefurniture.com.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
With savings this explosive, the 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is resulting in some very interesting reactions.
So that's $300 off the dining set and $800 off the sectional.
Dude. With over $500 off the bedroom and $200 off the mattress, you are saving $700 today.
Whoa! Plus, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or 5 years no interest. When you save this much, you'll be seeing fireworks too during the 4th of July sale on now at Furniture Row.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. Let's talk about the drought monitor and our rain totals for the month of June, because we haven't seen any measurable rain in about 2 to 3 weeks. The last time we saw rain was June 2nd and June 3rd, and that puts us up to a little more than 3/4 of an inch in Walla Walla, so we're on par, close to average. Tri-Cities just over a 1/2 inch there, so close to average as well. About a 1/2 inch in Pendleton, we're a little more than 1/4 inch below average. Hermiston, we saw about 1/4 inch, we're about 1/4 inch below average. In Yakima, barely anything. We saw 0.04 of an inch, and we're about 1/3 inch below average. So we do need rain, as we typically do. But the good news is that the drought monitor hasn't changed from last week. Last week, you could see the foothills of the Blues and the Yakima Valley up into portions of Moses Lake in the abnormally dry, and Yakima, the city of Yakima rather, up into Ellensburg and Cle Elum. They're actually in a moderate drought, and that is the case this week. So no change within the drought monitor, which is good news, but it will worsen if we don't get some rain in here. And unfortunately, we don't have any rain in our 7-day forecast. Right now, we're taking a live look over Giza Stadium. Here's our Dust Devil Skycam, a beautiful view overlooking the stadium. We have partly cloudy skies. Temperatures are not quite as chilly as they were at this time yesterday. We're running anywhere from 3 to about 11 degrees warmer. So instead of starting off in the 40s, we are in the 50s area wide, 56 in the Tri-Cities, 57 in Walla Walla, and 53 degrees in Yakima. The winds are fairly light out of the north, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Could be a little bit stronger within the gaps there, as they typically are. But overall, winds will be on the light side today. It will be a little bit hotter. We topped out at 90 yesterday in Tri-Cities. We'll go 92 in Tri-Cities today, 92 in Hermiston, upper 80s along the foothills of the Blues, and Yakima Valley, we're keeping it in the upper 80s as well. Tomorrow night, that's when our full moon will occur, June's full moon, called the Strawberry Moon. But it will appear full tonight. So check out the moon after 8:20, because that's when it will be above the horizon, and it's going to be pretty low in the sky. Keep that in mind, and that's going to make it look a bit bigger. So pretty cool sight tonight and even tomorrow night and into the weekend. And then tomorrow evening, that moon will rise at about 9:24. Overnight, we drop back down into the 50s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a little bit hotter still, 94 in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston, and we finally should reach the 90s in the foothills of the Blues and across the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. Your 7-day forecast showing that Saturday still looking like the hottest day, but below records, 98. We are tracking our next cold front, which will move in Sunday. That'll bring us more wind. It'll also usher in some much drier air, so the fire danger will be elevated on Sunday. We'll be watching that very closely. We'll see temperatures drop a little more on Monday before they spike again by the middle of next week. Yakima, 88 today, 92 tomorrow, 95 on Saturday, and then we knock it down a good 10 degrees as the wind really picks up Sunday. 88 today in Walla Walla. We have 90s on tap tomorrow and Saturday, and then we cool it down a little bit before warming back up next week. Hermiston, 92 today, 94 tomorrow, 98 Saturday, windy Sunday behind that cold front, and then temperatures will be back in the 90s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Ladies?
Thank you, Tiffany. And speaking of heat, we're seeing the heat here as millions of Americans are under excessive heat warnings this week. And if you drive an electric car, these high temperatures could cause your car to lose range.
In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan looks at why temperatures impact EVs and what drivers can do to help ensure their cars perform well in the heat.
A record-breaking heat wave is sweeping across the U.S., with temperatures soaring to dangerous levels in the Northeast and Midwest. More than 260 million people will experience temperatures at or above 90 degrees this week, and the summer season is just getting underway.
We're seeing the sort of heat that you really don't expect to see well into July.
Keeping cool in the excessive heat can be a challenge. It can also take a toll on our cars, especially electric ones.
Electric cars don't enjoy really, really cold weather or really, really hot weather.
Andy Garberson works at Recurrent, a company that tracks the performance of EV batteries. They looked at more than 7,500 cars connected to Recurrent's platform and found that EVs can lose between 15 to 31% of their drivable range when the temperature soars to 95 degrees and above.
If you are driving in hot weather, there needs to be extra energy to power the air conditioner to keep you and the battery nice and comfortable.
EV owners can take steps to make sure their car performs better in the heat, such as never letting the charge drop extremely low, parking in the shade or in a garage. Greg Brannon with AAA found out firsthand what can happen when you park your car in the summer sun. He says his car's battery lost nearly 20% of its charge due to the heat.
What happened, because the car was probably 140 degrees inside from the temperature, and the car is literally using the energy out of the battery to keep that battery cool.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast.
But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Stonehenge vandalized. Watch as two climate activists run up to the ancient stones of Stonehenge, spraying fire extinguishers containing orange powder, vandalizing the 5,000-year-old monument. Other visitors rushing to try and stop them. Officers arriving on the scene, arresting the pair on suspicion of damaging the ancient landmark.
Rather than getting support for the cause, I think it's going to alienate some people and really drive them further from supporting it.
The protest group saying the paint was made of cornstarch, which will wash away in the rain.
Stones are porous, and so some of this pigment or this cornstarch, whatever they actually did use, may have leached a bit into the stone, and how do you pull that out without damaging it?
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll be live from Stonehenge with the very latest. With your GMA First Look, I'm Lama Hassan, ABC News in Wiltshire, England.
If you have wet AMD, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. Some things should stand the test of time. Long-lasting Eylea HD could significantly improve your vision and can help you go up to 4 months between treatments. If you have an eye infection, eye pain or redness, or allergies to Eylea HD, don't use. Eye injections like Eylea HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, or rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. An increase in eye pressure has been seen. There's an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. The most common side effects were blurred vision, cataract, corneal injury, and eye floaters. And there's still so much to see. If you are on Eylea or a similar type of treatment, ask your retina specialist about Eylea HD today for the potential for fewer injections.
Now, the morning sprint.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53.
We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Starting off, DNA has been used to confirm a 1986 Jane Doe found dead in the river was actually a woman who disappeared out of Yakima 3 years earlier.
Investigators say Patricia K. Rodriguez was just 33 years old when she disappeared without a trace, leaving 4 children behind. Patricia was reported missing on February 6, 1983. She was last seen at a Yakima restaurant where her car was found. The case went cold after a year.
YPD got one update in 2008 with familial DNA. BCSO found partial human remains in the Columbia River near the Blue Bridge in 1986, but they were unable to identify her. The coroner exhumed her body and had the remains tested against familial DNA, getting a positive ID for Patricia. Investigators still don't know how Patricia died, and they're still searching for answers.
In Pasco, a popular aquatic center was forced to close yesterday. We're told a young swimmer almost drowned earlier this week at Memorial Aquatic Park. The preteen was treated, but her condition is unknown at this time. Officials say they are reviewing safety protocols. As of now, the pool is scheduled to be closed for the rest of this week.
An update on the controversial Horse Heaven Hills wind farm proposal. The decision will come before the end of August. That's according to a notice this week from the Washington Energy Facility Site Evaluation Council. The council had initially approved a trimmed-down version of Scout Clean Energy's proposal, but the company asked them to reconsider, saying the project wouldn't be effective at the smaller size.
Washington State Patrol is investigating a fatal crash that happened yesterday in College Place. This was at the intersection of Southeast Commercial Drive and State Route 125. It involved 2 cars. WSP says the 45-year-old man was driving northbound on SR 125 when he crossed into the southbound lane and crashed head-on into an SUV being driven by 23-year-old from Walla Walla. Authorities say he died at the scene. The southbound lanes of 125 were shut down for several hours so authorities could investigate. At this time, charges are pending against the driver of the truck.
Camp Hope in Yakima is one step closer to breaking ground on an on-site behavioral health center. This comes after a recent decision by the city. Yakima City Council voted unanimously to approve a new lease for Camp Hope. Camp Hope has partnered with Comprehensive Health Care to build the new center and also increase capacity at the shelter by using repurposed shipping containers. Director Mike Kay says the new lease is for 2 years but can be renewed 6 times for a total of 12 years. Kay says if all goes as planned, they should have the center up and running by December.
The Tri-Cities Airport is announcing more options for flights down to California. Officials say new direct service will be to Burbank, California. It starts in September, to Hollywood Burbank Airport from twice a week to 4 times a week. You can book your tickets now on their website. And we'll check in with Tiffany for a final look at your first alert forecast this morning. Hey, Tiffany.
Happy summer, ladies. Happy first day of summer, I should say, as summer officially begins at 1:51 this afternoon. Today will be the longest day of the year. We'll have 15 hours and 47 minutes of daylight, so enjoy it, and it's going to feel like summer out there. In fact, we're starting off partly cloudy, a beautiful view of the sky as we take a live look out of our Dust Devil sky cam in Pasco, and the Dust Devils back at it this evening against the Canadians at 7:05. Right now, we're in the 50s. It's not quite as chilly as it was at this time yesterday morning. 56 in Tri-Cities, 57 in Prosser, and 53 in Yakima. Today, look for highs in the lower 90s, and we'll keep those 90s going into the weekend. 94 tomorrow. Saturday still looking like the hottest day. Sunday, a cold front moves in, knocks those temperatures down, but the wind picks up, and as drier air moves in, that could elevate the fire danger Sunday area-wide. So we'll continue to keep you posted on that. Yakima, 88 today, 92 tomorrow, 95 on Saturday, and then middle 80s as we head into Sunday and windy. Walla Walla, 80 88 today, 90s make a comeback Friday and Saturday, 87 Sunday, breezy with that fire danger going up. And Hermiston, 92 today, 94 Friday. Look at Saturday, 98 degrees, windy on Sunday with that fire danger increasing as well. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next.
Your local news is back at 4:30 today, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.